So I hope you're all doing well. Okay. Processing. That sign above the door runs a chill down my spine. Hildy holds open the door to a sterile room with institutional white walls and cold metal tables and chairs. Industrial strength cleaner permeates every surface of the space, invading my senses as I step over the threshold. I've never been in a room that felt so clean. On the table, a set of gray scrubs is folded in a neat pile. Beside it is a pair of matching loafers. "We'll give you a moment to change," Hildy says. I turn, but Hildy's already gone, and the door clicks softly shut. Chewing my lips, I move towards the clothes, inspecting them, picking at the surprisingly soft tops of the fibers. They just need to make sure that I'm not bringing in contaminants on my clothes, I suppose. It makes sense, though why they wouldn't make me relinquish my messenger bag doesn't quite fit the logic. Oh well, this is what I signed up for. I set the messenger bag on the table, then strip down and slide into the scrubs. The material is smoother than I expect, possibly enhanced for sensitive skin by naturalists. I slip my feet into the loafers and find the insides have a nice cushioned comfort my sneakers didn't provide, like walking on a cloud. Soon after I finish, two men in white coats and rubber hats enter. Both wear goggles and blue rubber gloves. One of them motions toward a chair. I ease into it, hoping they can't see me shaking. The other collects my clothes and discards them in a bag marked with my name. He reaches for my messenger bag. "No!" I rush over, putting my hand on the bag. "I need the stuff in there." All my research, the last pieces of my life, are in that bag. "It will be returned to you once it's gone through processing," he says, sliding the bag away. I wrap the strap around my hand and yank back. "No! It isn't like the bag will contaminate me, and if you send it through processing, it could ruin some of the contents. You can't have the bag." Something jabs my neck, and my limbs weaken. I stumble back a step, caught by the second lab tech, who eases me back into the chair. The metal is so cold it instantly soaks through my clothes. It's hard to tell if the shivering in my bones is from the chill or from the uncertainty that's gripping me. The bag slips from my weakened grip. "It's easier if you cooperate," the second tech says. I try to protest, but my tongue feels too heavy to talk. I make one last feeble attempt at getting up, but hardly do more than slip awkward hands over the arm's chair. The room sways, forcing me to sit back in the seat. The rattle of the metal cart's wheels over the smooth floor echoes loudly in the room. I blink slowly, and my head lolls to the side as the tech wipes my arm with something cold. He slides a device shaped like a giant tube over my right hand. It reaches almost all the way to my elbow. Blue UV light emits from inside the tube, warming my skin. Sharp pain radiates along the inside of my forearm, burning hot. A scream rises up my throat and comes out as more of a guttural choking than a scream. What's going on? But the words don't come from my mouth. They only echo in my head. Something burns red hot through my blood and into my brain. Then a shock hits me. My eyes shoot wide, and I grip the chair with my free hand. Then my entire body tenses. A moment later it passes, but the heat of the pain remains. Still, I can't keep my eyes open. I blink, struggle to stay alert, but then darkness descends. Whippoorwills croon, and the smell of sarsaparilla subtly fills the room as my eyes drift open. Everything is blurry for a moment as I blink to get my bearings. It was all a bad dream. I'm at home, listening to the birds outside my window and smelling the plants that line the street. A warm comfort fills me. I sit up on the bed. My feet hit the cold floor. I frown, looking down and wiggling my toes. My room at home has carpet, not tiles. I smooth my hands over my thighs and raise them, blinking at the lingering, smooth and soft sensation on my palms. Grogginess begins to clear as reality sets in. This isn't home. These aren't my clothes. It was all real. I'm on my feet, turning to take in the room around me. It's boxy with simple furniture, a twin bed and nightstand, desk and chair, and a tall, narrow bookshelf. My messenger bag is neatly hooked over the back of the chair, and the notebooks are stacked precisely on the bookshelf. The walls of the room, they look like the walls of my bedroom. Tan paint, but barren without any traces of my personal touch. Remembering the pain in my arm earlier, I lift it in front of me, running my left hand over smooth, untouched skin. Not even a trace of a needle mark lingers. What happened? I muttered to myself. How long was I out? A chime from the desk makes me jump, and I spin around as the wall behind the desk changes from tan to white. Dr. Cass's hologram appears, visible from the waist up. There's no background, so I can't tell where she is. Ugene, she says, her voice coming from above. Thank you for your patience. We understand that processing can be difficult for some and appreciate your cooperation. Is that what she calls sticking me with a needle and making me limp as a noodle? We pair new subjects with mentors, subjects from among our most experienced, to help ease the transition into this new life. Your mentor will arrive soon to show you to the cafeteria, showers, and other facilities available to you. For the integrity of the research, I ask that you stay on your floor and follow the rules your mentor will lay out for you. Your personal researcher will monitor your brainwaves, muscular changes, and genes at all times using the nanomonitors injected during processing. Nanomonitors. So that's what happened during processing. I knew it had to be something, but I didn't fully understand. When necessary, he will escort you to a lab for samples. All of your personal belongings have been returned, with the exception of your cellular phone. The signal can interfere with studies some of our other participants are working on, particularly the naturalists. Well, that's convenient. Without my phone, I don't have a way to contact my parents. I'm cut off from the rest of the world. Testing will begin tomorrow. I hope you are comfortable in your new living space, and thank you for joining Paragon Diagnostics. Dr. Cass disappears, and the wall reverts to its previously tan color. So, I have to stay on this floor, and my only known means of communication with the outside world is gone. I glance around the room, which feels much smaller now. An alarm resonates overhead, and the door to the room opens, revealing a brightly lit hallway. Eager to see more, I slip on the provided loafers. Before I step into the hallway, a guy in identical scrubs to my own steps into my doorway, blocking me. Shaggy blonde hair hangs around his face. His gray-blue eyes appear bored as he looks at me over critically. Ugene, he asks. Yes, I say, taking a step back. And you are? Miller, your mentor? He grumbles, rubbing his eyes. And I'm tired, so let's get this over with. For some reason, it takes that statement for me to notice the dark rings around his eyes. His face is drawn, and his lids are heavy. In fact, he almost looks like my dad when he's hungover. I offer my best smile, but he only grimaces. My stomach twists in knots. I hate feeling like an intruder. Come on, I'll show you around. Without waiting for me, Miller heads along the hallway. I rush to catch up, glancing back at the open door of my room and making note of the number. The floor is a maze of hallways. Others, roughly our age, pass along the halls with intent destinations. Everyone wears the same gray scrubs and loafers. I fail to keep track of where we're heading, forgetting exactly where we turn left or right. But Miller seems to know exactly where he's going. Part of me can't help but wondering if he's messing with me, walking in circles to try and confuse me or something. So I start watching the room numbers. How many people are on this floor? I ask as we pass room 1177. Don't know. Clearly, Miller isn't much for conversation. Testing doesn't exactly allow for much socialization. I know about 15 or 20 others, but there's more. He points at a door as we pass. Bathroom. Showers are in there. I grimace. What an excellent guide he's turning out to be. Like I'll ever find the bathroom when I need it. We turn around another corner, and Miller waves absently at a large room with glass panel walls, revealing rows of round white tables and matching chairs. The cafeteria. Before I know it, he's taken me back full circle to my room. Welcome home. He waves into the room. Looks like you got the night off. Have a nice life. Night? I thought it was morning. No windows along the tour revealed the truth. Miller steps away to leave. Wait a minute! I grab his arm before he can slip away, then immediately realize my mistake as his eyes flash narrowly at me. I quickly let go. You're supposed to be my mentor, teach me the rules and stuff. And is there anyone on this floor that you can introduce me to? Miller laughs. Not a funny ha-ha sort of laugh, but more like a you're an idiot sort of laugh. What have I done to him? Look, kid. Kid? He can't be more than 2 or 3 years older than me. My best guess is 20. Miller crosses his arms. You want to know the rules? Here they are. Participating in tests is compulsory. Be in your room by testing time and nightly lockdown. No fighting with other test subjects. Obey the commands from Overwatch. He points at the ceiling. And finally, Miller steps closer. And this is the most important rule, so you better remember it. Everyone likes their privacy. No one is looking for friends. We all have a job to do and we do it. That's it. But we're all in this together. Why? Privacy. If a door is locked, don't knock. If a door is open, don't knock. Just don't knock. Miller turns and starts up the hallway. Hey, is there a key for my room or something? I call. Why would you need a key? He laughs before disappearing around a corner. The response bothers me. Experience tells me that people with powers, like all the other test subjects in here, like to pick on guys like me, and I can't even lock them out. Anxious, I inspect my door for a lock, and find thick rods inside the door, but there isn't a knob or anything on the door to engage the bolts into the frame. Experimentally, I close the door and try to tell it to lock, but nothing happens. No key, and no way to lock the door. How can anyone expect to have privacy at all? All right, and that's the end of the chapter. If nobody has any questions, I'm going to wrap things up here. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.